Hello viewers, welcome to Easy Cloud. My name is Arvind. Today we'll be learning about Bamboo CI/CD plan, how to create a CI/CD plan, how to build our code, and how to deploy it in the Tomcat server in a EC2 instance. Okay. So in our previous video, we saw how to install Bamboo server and overview of the Bamboo features. So today we'll be learning about CI/CD, how to create plan in the Bamboo. Okay, let's go ahead now. So continuous integration and continuous delivery pipeline. So what it means is in the part of continuous integration, we'll be downloading the code, building the code, running unit test and integration test, and then we'll deploy it in a dev server or a QA testing server. So once it is done, the functional testing and user acceptance testing all this will be run on a dev server or a testing server. Once everything is tested successfully, then it will be deployed on a production server. That is what is given here. If you see here, first the code will be downloaded, code commit, multiple developers. Once it is once the repository has been updated with the latest code, once it has been committed, then it will be downloaded in a uh, Bamboo server called continuous download. Once it is done, then it will be built using continuous build. And after that, testing will be performed on it, unit testing, integration testing, and all those things. And once it is done, it will be deployed on a development server or a testing server. Once it is done, functional testing, a tester team or a tester will perform functional testing of that application and the user acceptance testing, and will check many things in the testing phase itself, in a dev phase itself. So once everything is tested, once all the code has been tested successfully, then it will be taken to the deployment in a production server. So the first part is continuous integration, and the second part where you do the functional testing, user acceptance testing, and other load testing, and finally it will be deployed in a production server, that is called continuous delivery. So all this will be done automatically. So we'll set up a pipeline in such a way that it will download the code, it will build the code, it will test, and it will be delivered. Okay. This is called continuous integration and continuous delivery. So let's go ahead and see how we will be creating a CI/CD pipeline in our test project. Okay, so in our test project, so we first as part of continuous integration, so what we will be doing is continuous download, continuous build, and continuous deployment. Here we'll be skipping the testing part since it is a simple web page. Okay, as part of continuous download, the source code checkout task will be created wherein the code from the repository to Bamboo server will be downloaded. Once it is done and continuous build, we'll be building our code using Maven. And once it is done, it will be deployed in a Tomcat server using a Tomcat deployment plugin. Okay, once it is done, the artifact of our continuous integration through which we have built using Maven, the artifact will be captured and it will be sent to the continuous delivery plan, and then continuous delivery will the artifact will deploy it in a production server. So here we'll be creating two plans. One plan is for continuous integration and second plan is for continuous delivery, wherein in the continuous delivery, the artifact that was created in the continuous integration, the first step, it will be taken from there, and the artifact will be deployed in the production server. Okay, so we'll see both continuous integration, continuous download here. We will be only skipping the testing part since it is not required here. Okay, for that we need to launch two EC2 instance in which we'll be installing Tomcat, and one for prod and one for dev, and we'll be pushing our code to the dev and prod server. So let's go ahead and create two server here. So I'm going to click on launch and I'm going to install two CentOS instance. So I'm going to give two numbers here. Here I'm going to allow all traffic. It's created. So let's go ahead and name the server. So this one would be Tomcat dev. This one would be Tomcat prod. Okay, let's see how we will be installing it. So as part of Tomcat installation, we need to install Java. Once Java is installed, we need to install Tomcat using this link. And once we install, extract it, and we need to make changes in these two files, that is Tomcat users file, wherein we'll be adding the user through which we will be deploying our code in the Tomcat server. So for that, we need this user to be created with these privileges. And one after that, we need to edit this file as well, context.xml file, wherein by default in Tomcat server will not be able to access it from outside the servers for deployment. For that reason, so we need to allow the remote access to the Tomcat server. So using this uh, no, code, we'll be able to do that in the Tomcat server. For that, we need to update this particular file with this code. Here it says allow, and we are given the wildcard, so it can be deployed from anywhere. So, or else if you want to give any specific IP address, even that you can give here. So as of now, we are giving wildcard, which can be deployed from anywhere. Okay, so let's go ahead and connect to the server and start with the installation of the Tomcat. So let's first connect to the dev server. Okay, connected. Let's connect to our prod server now. Okay, we are successfully logged in. So first we need to install Java. Okay, let's go ahead and install Java. So next one is we need to download this particular package from this link. It's done. Let's go to temporary folder. Here we need to install the duplicate. It's done. So let's go and download this package. Same we will do this in the production server. Install -y duplicate. Go to temporary directory. Download this package. Okay, the package is downloaded here. So let's go ahead and unzip it. It's done. We'll do the same here. Okay, so it is done. Okay, here I said earlier, we need to make changes to this particular file wherein we need to add the user and we need to allow the remote access. So for that, let's go and edit this file. So this file is under Tomcat file conf and Tomcat user. So I'm just using this command. So Yeah, it is. We need to clear all existing content, whatever is there in this file. Okay, and we need to enter our code here and save this. Okay, it is saved. So let's go to this particular file. So we are using VI editor and we'll be editing this particular file. So same way, clear all this content here and add this content there. Okay, save. Same thing we'll do in the production server as well. Now I'll be placing all this command and the link in our description field. You can use it from the description. Okay, we are saved now. So next we will go ahead and start the service. Okay, so go to bin. Here we have startup.sh. Execute that. Okay, Tomcat is started. Same thing here. Tomcat is started. So let's go ahead and check if it is accessible. Okay, Tomcat is up and running. Let's check for prod as well. Okay, it is up and running. So let's check if you have access to the deployment admin and the password. Yes, we are able to access the Tomcat web application manager through which we can deploy. Okay, let's check for prod as well. So this is the user and the password that we created in the users.xml file. Okay, we are able to access both prod and dev. Okay, next we have to go and log into our Bamboo server. So since in our program, in our Bamboo plan, we are using the Maven to build the code. 085 is the port. Since we'll be using the Maven to build, we need to check if Maven is installed. In case if it is not installed, we will go ahead and install the Maven in our Bamboo server. So let's go and check the Bamboo. Okay, let's check if it is installed. So this is the command to install Maven. Okay, it says it's already installed. Let's check the version. Okay, so version is 3.6.0. So let's check the path of Maven. Read link -f. So we require this particular path of Maven in which we'll be configuring in our Bamboo plan for building the code. Okay, so anything that is before bin, we need to copy this and add it in the executable in our Bamboo plan. Let's go ahead and create a plan here. So as a first step, we need to create project. So let's create Tomcat hyphen app. Okay, and click on save. So the project is created. Under this project, we'll be creating two plans. One is for dev and one is for prod. So let's first create for dev. Click on create plan. So we are selecting the project Tomcat app. So the plan name would be Tomcat DEV. Okay. So we need to select the repository here. So here I'm going to select link new repository and click on Git. So we need to give some name here. So let's give Tomcat hyphen app. And you can give any name here, and we need to give the URL of the repository. So this is the Tomcat, you know, the code that I have uploaded in my GitHub. So it's a very basic code, web page, Java web page code, which will be deploying it in our Tomcat server. So you can test with any Java web page. You can get it in Google or any website, or you can use the same link. No, this is a public repository that I've created. You can also use it the same. Okay, you're gonna check test connect. Since it is public repository, you do not need any user or password. In case if it's private, you need to use username and password here. It's done. Configure the plan. Okay, we have two options here to build. We can build on agent environment wherein directly on the Bamboo server. If not, if you have any dedicated specific Docker image which you want to use as part of uh, building your code and deploying, you can give the image here, image name, and you can use it. For now, we will be using only the agent. Okay. So as a first task by default, there will be a source code checkout when you create a new plan. So what it does is download the code from the repository. So continuous download task. Okay. So next one would be building the code. So here we're going to select Maven 3.x. Here we'll give name Maven build. So we need to create an executable. As I said earlier, we need to give the path of the Maven here. So I'm just going to add a new executable here. So we need to give the path. As I said earlier, anything that is before bin, we need to add, copy and paste it here as a path. So once it is done, so we're going to give goal clean install. There are multiple goals in Maven command which can be used here. So something like compiler, test, verify, package, and install. So these are the Maven goal commands which are used in Maven build. So here we'll be using install here. We can also use package. So through the which the war file will be created. Okay. So we are just going to give clean install here, and it is done, and click on save. So we have done the first task is continuous download, second task is continuous build, and third task is continuous deployment. Okay, we are going to use deploy Tomcat application plugin and Tomcat deploy. This is a name we're going to give, and we need to give the IP address of the server. So here, since for Tomcat dev server, we're going to give this particular IP. Paste this IP there, and you need to give the admin the username, manager username that we created there. And here the path we're going to give as test, since it's a dev server through which now the testers can test the application. So that's the reason we are giving test. In case if you do not want, or if you want to give any other name also, you can give. So you can give test, or can give test one, or any name that is relevant to your application or for your testing environment. You can give. For now, I'm just going to give test and war file. So our war file is placed under this web app target web app.war. By default, in most of the cases where it will be under target web app.war. So here we in the code, it has been configured in such a way that the target the artifact will be placed under web app slash target slash web app.war directory. Okay, so just click on save. So what we have done till now is uh, continuous download, continuous build, and continuous deployment. Okay, so click on save and continue. So we have created the plan here. So we need to download the artifact as well here. So for that we click on create. Give any names that is relevant to your application. I'm going to give web app. So I'm going to give web app slash target under which our artifact will be placed. Okay, here I'm going to give web app dot war, that is our artifact name. You see here there are two options checked, that is shared and required. Shared is the artifact that has been created from this build, which will be used in our other plans. Okay, which will be used in our production deployment. Okay, and other one is required. So in case if this plan fails to create this artifact, then the plan will be failed. Okay, so if there's no artifact web-app.war created, then the whole build plan will be failed. So that's what we are given the condition here. So click on create. So it is done. So task is created. Okay. Okay, we have to enable. By default, it is disabled here. We need to go ahead and manually enable it for the first time. It's enabled here. Let's go ahead and run. You can also check the status here. So it is successful. You can check the logs here. So it says it's successful. If you want to view the complete log, you can click on view, or you can also download the log, and you can see the artifact here. The artifact is created. So let's go ahead and check here. For a testing server, since we given under the test here, so it should be here. If you see here, Easy Cloud Bamboo, CI/CD by Arvind, and Bamboo Plan success. So this is a simple web page that we have created. So it is deployed successfully under test. Okay. So now let's go ahead and deploy the same in our production server. So for that, what we have to do here is we need to create another plan here, and we need to link both the plans. Okay. So just click on create plan. So use the same project. So here Tomcat, I'm going to use prod. It is done. Give us Tomcat prod as a plan key. Then here we're not going to use any repository since we're going to use the same artifact from our previous build. Click on none and configure plan. We're going to use the agent here. So as a first task, we'll be downloading the artifact from our previous plan. So download artifact here. You can give any name. Select the plan from which you want to download. So I'm going to select Tomcat Dev. Artifact name is web. Then the destination would be the current working directory. We're not going to give any no directory here. Click on save and next deployment. So here we're going to give the production deployment. I'm going to give the name Tomcat deploy prod. You can give any name here. So here we're going to give the production server IP. Okay, so here we have to give the admin and the admin password here which we created. So here we're not going to give test since it is a production server. We'll directly run it on root, or you can give any other path that is relevant to your application. So here we're just going to give us root, and the war file would be on the working directory. In previous plan we gave the path of where it is placed. So it will be under web apps target.webapp.war path, but here we're going to give it in the current working directory because the artifact is downloaded from a previous plan to this plan in the current working directory. So it will be under webapp.war. Okay. Okay, we click on save and continue. So the plan is created now. So we need to trigger this plan once the dev plan is completed. So for that we need to go back, enable this prod plan, okay, and go to Tomcat dev. and we need to create the dependency. Click on dependency. We're going to select Tomcat prod. You see here down, when the current plan builds successfully, it will trigger the child plan. So the prod, we made it as child. So once the dev server, once the dev plan successfully builds, then it will trigger the Tomcat prod, which is the child of dev. Okay, once it is first plan is triggered, the second plan will also be triggered once the first plan successfully completes. Okay, got understood? Okay, so let's go ahead and run the first plan. So we'll run the dev plan. You can check the logs here. So it is completed. Okay, if you see here, even the Tomcat prod is also executed successfully. Let's go ahead and check now. Okay, see here, both has the same content. So first it was deployed in dev, then later it got deployed in the production server. See, if you see here, it got deployed on direct path. Here we deployed in the test. Here it is on the first page itself. Okay, so let's go ahead and make some changes here in our code and see whether it is reflecting. This is our sample web page code here. So let's edit this, and once we commit this, then automatically it should start building in dev and deploy in dev, and later it should be deployed in the production as well. So I'm just gonna make changes here. So this is the first easy cloud bamboo plan by Arvind. So this is what the content we are changing, and we're committing it. So which will be triggered here in bamboo plan. If you see the current build is 2 and in prod it is 1, so it will be changed later once it is completed. So if you see here, we change the content here, so it should be triggered here as well. So currently it is easy cloud bamboo CI/CD by Arvind, bamboo plan success here also same, but it will be changed later. So let's check here if it is triggering. We see here the first dev plan is got triggered automatically. So once that is built successfully, it will trigger the second plan. So once both the plans are successfully triggered and completed the deployment, see if you see the build is changed here from 3 and here 2. So let's go ahead and refresh this page. So you see here, this is the first easy cloud bamboo plan by Arvind. Here also you refresh the page, so it got deployed here. So today we have learned CI/CD of simple Java code deployment here on a Tomcat server. So what you have learned today is continuous integration, where you download the code, the source code checkout, and the continuous build, the Maven build, and continuous deployment, the Tomcat deployment as part of continuous integration. Then later, using the same artifacts, you have deployed in a Pro Tomcat server. Okay, and you have learned how to install Java and how to launch EC2 instance and how to install Java in that, and how to install Tomcat and configure it, and also we have downloaded the Tomcat server and configured it, and later you have created a bamboo plan, and you have created both a dev and a production server configured in such a way that once the dev server deployment is successful, it will be deployed on the production server as well. So and we have done a CI/CD pipeline for both dev and production server. So if you like this video, please click on like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching our video.